Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
here we go.
Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and grandma, you are listening to the sultry sounds of the underground here on Brothers in Arms podcast. We are here live, ready to talk to you on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. It is the 5th of August, 2023, episode 123. And we are here and live. Gentlemen, good evening and hello.
Off the cuff. That
Hey
was
there.
good, man. Dadgum, you missed your calling.
I'm gonna become a radio host in the future. That's what's
you
gonna
know,
end up happening.
my wife shared with me something pretty startling. She said most like disc jockeys now that like morning shows not, but everyone else is performed by AI pretty much.
No way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, most everything else throughout the day is that voice you hear, it's AI. Yeah.
That's weird. That's
Yeah.
sad.
It's very sad. So this avenue of giving information, even though for us it's simply personal stuff, yeah, this is a dying age for us. So we saw or we heard this one guy. He did do a podcast and he had AI generate the whole thing, script, voice, you name it, and it was his voice. Played it back for his wife, and his wife couldn't even tell
How do
that
you
it was
know?
AI.
How do you know I'm not AI?
Because you look too good, man.
Ah, there we go. It's the eyes. You can't
It's
fake the eyes. Can't
yeah.
fake the eyes.
What's up? What's up? All right, so welcome back, everybody. Glad you're here. We've actually been talking for about 20 minutes now. We've seen all the kids except for mine because mine are somewhere else in this house. But
I was about to say there you've got
they,
both underfoot right now,
I
don't
have
you?
both of them here, and what a blessing that is. I'll tell you more about that later as what we have been able to do this week, having both of my children at the house. It's been fantastic. But yeah, I liked your inclusion of grandma in there, bud. That was great. And grandma, grandma, we love you.
Amen.
So glad for you. So what's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
You know what? I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm home. It feels good to. I got to sleep in my own bed this week. That alone is like one of the best feelings in the world. Uh, I'm not complaining. You know, I got home Tuesday, and then I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you know, off this weekend, which is great. It's our last weekend with Zoe, and have been enjoying every minute of it.
Awesome. That's good. Anything
I'm
expect? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I can go in detail. Yeah, no. So we finished up our time. I think we podcasted Sunday, right? That was our last.
Yes, it was
Yes,
Sunday.
it
Yeah.
was Sunday because
Yeah.
it was 6 days. So we podcasted on Sunday. I was on a laptop, nowhere near as good quality. God bless
Oh yeah.
having a proper microphone
You
because
sound good, bud.
wow,
Yeah.
I know it sounds different. So you're welcome, everybody
Yeah.
listening, for us actually
You're welcome.
sounding
He's home.
for everybody hearing us and us actually sounding good tonight and not
Amen.
crunchy. Um, but no, got home Tuesday. The flight was blissfully. Oh, hello, Yoshi. Excuse me 1 second.
Yep. Haven't seen Yoshi in a hot minute.
Oh, here, come here. I'll see if I can get him.
Sure.
But
Speaking of which, my daughter absolutely loves your cat.
so if anyone's never met him before, this is Yoshi. He is he's my black cat, and he loves attention. He's rubbing his face against my hat and holding on to me like a baby.
Yeah, he is.
Um, and that is what he does. He thinks he is a dog. Where are you going?
The tail just kind of went
Yep,
in front of the camera.
there's the tail. He thinks he's a dog, and if he's not getting attention, it's really funny. If I'm talking to someone, I'm surprised this is the first time he's ever actually been
Right,
on
on
chat
camera.
because normally if I'm talking to anyone,
Uh-huh. All up in your face.
he's got to be there. But he was so excited when we got home because we had some friends checking in on him while we were while we were on vacation. And yeah, I'm not surprised that your daughter fell in love with him because he is the best cat in the world.
Mm-hmm.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is absolutely amazing. Uh, the fact that I have him is it still blows my mind that I even got him in the first place because he
Mm.
is pretty awesome. All right, buddy. Please stop sending everything flying around the house. I'll let him go. But
Greg, when you brought your can in front, I thought it was a Barbasol can.
no,
It's
it's
like,
Mike.
why was he getting ready to shave?
No,
He's pretty clean.
I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna shave on camera,
uh,
just to prove that I can.
Superman.
Superman. But no. So we got back. We got back on Tuesday afternoon, evening time. Um, and then rolled right back into work. Work's been good. You know, we've been kind of busy doing a lot of different things, but got through all of that. Got it. You know, got through the end of the week. Friday was a fairly short day, which was really nice. And then today,
Right,
got
today's Saturday.
yep, today is Saturday. Got up this morning. You know, we did breakfast at Waffle. We have not been to Waffle House at all this summer,
Hmm,
which is really surprising because normally we'll go a couple times. But Zoe loves it. It's one of anytime she's here visiting, it's one of the things she always asks. Dad, can we go to
sure.
Waffle House? That's how we ended up not going to Waffle House. We ended up at Denny's a couple weeks back because Waffle House was packed. I told you guys that story, right? We went to Denny's and Denny's their air conditioning was broken.
Ugh.
Yeah, so we ended
Everything got sticky.
it was brother, it was 90 something degrees inside the restaurant.
Oh, that's when you close the restaurant, y'all.
Uh-huh.
I mean, come on.
They stayed open. Yeah, it
Ugh.
was, we ate, food was still good, but not as good as Waffle House.
Mm,
I like Waffle House better, hands down. Uh, but no, we ended up going to Waffle House this morning, and that was nice. And then got in the car. Zoe and I got in the car, and we drove down to Richmond. The Richmonds went to Richmond again,
aw.
and met up with the baker there and his
Whoop.
beautiful family, and
Let's go.
we went fishing.
Come on.
Yeah, Alex can tell a little bit more about that, but long story short,
Both
uh,
of you.
oh, we got skunked. Alex and I did. The girls were catching fish left and right.
What were you fishing for?
Exactly, and he'll explain that.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Um, but no, like we had a really good time fishing, and then we turned around and went to Triple Crossing, which is a brewery. They have like a couple locations in the Richmond area, and there was one that was close to where we were at. And so we went over there and tried a bunch of their beer because honestly, I've only had like two of them, and they make a lot more. So we went and we went and tried a couple of those.
Make a lot more.
Yeah, they do. They make a lot. They make a lot of IPAs. Like that's their thing. They're all about the India Pale Ales, and
Mm.
they make some really good ones. So went and tried a couple of those, and then jumped back in the car, came home. Zoe did her bedtime routine, and then did her bedtime routine. We watched a little bit of Netflix, and then sent her to because she gets to stay up late because it's the weekend. So
It's
I,
vacation.
and well, even here, like brother, her bedtime 8 o'clock
Wow.
every night, at least during the week, because she wakes up at 4:30 with me. So
Got it.
she's not staying up late,
Yeah, she needs a
and
solid 8.
routine for her is it's a big deal. Like having her on a routine makes everybody so much happier because
Mm.
she goes to bed when she's supposed to. She gets up when she's supposed to. I don't have to fight with her in the morning. I just go and wake her up, and she goes through her morning routine, and she's ready to rock and roll. And we'll have I'll make her breakfast, and depending on the day, sometimes we'll eat breakfast here at the house before we leave, and other times we'll make it to go, and she'll jump in the car, and we'll beat feet up to drop her off at day camp. But her last day camp was on Friday. She's no more day camp because she's got Monday here at the house, and then Tuesday she gets on an airplane to fly back to San Diego. So,
Mm.
but she doesn't know about it. But tomorrow, so I got tickets. We're going to the African American Museum
Oh,
in DC,
sweet. Let's
right?
go.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Just because one, it's
Very
really
cool.
cool. She's been wanting to go, and I wanna go. I love museums, man. You can put me in any one of the Smithsonian's down in DC, and I could stay there all day. I wouldn't get bored
Right.
because I'd just be wandering, or I'd see something new every 10 minutes, and I would never get bored. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna go check that out, which will be cool. And then I think we're doing brunch in the morning, which is exciting because I love brunch.
Well, that's new.
Right? No hating on brunch. Brunch is
No,
awesome.
brunch is solid. I love brunch, especially when you can mix the special proteins with the eggs. Like
Special proteins.
steak and
Oh yes.
chicken fingers and
Mmm.
yeah.
Oh, we
Hard
have to.
plug for chicken and waffles.
Don't hate on the chicken and waffles. There's a
I
place
wasn't.
here in
I said
town.
hard plug
Yeah,
for the chicken and waffles.
I'm with you, Patrick. There's a place here in town called Mason Dixon Cafe,
Okay.
Oh,
and
oh,
they have two locations. They have one here in Fredericksburg, and they've got another one up in Stafford,
Mm-hmm.
the next town up north of us, and they make chicken and waffles. And it's not even their best thing on their menu, but their
Yeah.
chicken and waffles is so stinking good because it is like huge piece of breaded fried chicken with a full size Belgian waffle, and they serve it with this syrup that they infuse with. I want to say they infuse it with bourbon.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Ding,
yeah.
ding, ding.
Well, it's again, it's not like
It's cooked out. Yeah,
yeah,
no, I
there's
got
no
you.
alcohol in it,
But
but
still, like, you guys in your nose, I'm telling you.
it tastes so stinking good. Like
uh,
I have to find a description of this stuff. I'm gonna read it to you,
Back from
and
Takis.
you'll understand what I'm saying. But no, it is awesome. So highly recommended.
What's the place called again? Mason Dixon
Mason Dixon Cafe.
Cafe.
And hold on, I'll read it. Here we go. Uh,
yeah,
Yeah.
entrees.
it's worth it.
So they do. It just says chicken and waffles topped with a maple bacon syrup, and it is amazing.
Maple bacon syrup. All right.
Maple bacon syrup.
That I was hearing it too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll just send a picture, Patrick. They do some of their breakfast stuff is like it's huge. It's absolutely massive. Like the food photos don't do it justice. Um,
That's the only place that I've seen where the stuff that comes out on the plate looks better than the picture they take for the menu.
yeah, no,
Wow.
It's pretty good.
that's believable.
How
There you
much is
go.
a plate though?
Not as bad as
No,
you'd think.
Really?
So like,
less than
um,
15.
Fifteen,
yeah,
$16? That's not bad.
yeah, no, not it's not bad. It's
That's not
not
bad.
bad at all. Especially for breakfast. Some things are a little more than others, but by and large, most everything is is fairly well priced. You're not. It's not insane at all.
Around
But
here we got the Flying Biscuit, and that joint is good.
yeah,
Very good.
The most expensive breakfast thing is their steak and eggs.
Oh, of course. Come on.
8-ounce sirloin, 2 eggs, home fries, choice of toast. $18.
Okay. Okay.
Everything else is anywhere between 11 and 14.
You know, guys, we're gonna have to do a mukbang on this channel at one point.
oh yeah,
A
Yeah,
mukbang.
mukbang. But we're gonna have
right.
to be together for that.
We do, yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll have to do like a Christmas thing or something.
next time, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We'll figure it out.
Or we'll end up all meeting up somewhere.
Ooh, I like that too.
What the heck is a mukbang?
Oh,
Oh, dude.
really?
You don't watch enough YouTube, do you?
No,
No,
no.
Mm.
no, I'm clearly not YouTubed out.
Okay. Well, individuals will buy m- many different things from many different fast food restaurants, and then they try them on the air, kind of stuff. So you know how Wendy's has like a new burn your face off, melt your face off kind of
It's not that hot.
hot
Yeah, I
chicken.
wasn't impressed.
No.
Right,
Ghost
exactly.
pepper,
Well,
yeah.
they've got something new every week, it seems like. Well, mukbangers, they find similar items like that and they try it all. So, yeah, yeah, Barbasol.
Barbasol.
Do you see it now? Do
Oh
you
yeah,
see it?
I
Okay,
saw it when
good.
it did at the beginning.
I am drinking my
I was like,
Barbasol. It
Ladies
is
and gentlemen, we're not at all sponsored by Barbasol. But Barbasol, if you want to hit us up, we'll sing your songs.
there are
Well,
two of us that
actually,
have to shave every day.
I
actually,
shaved too. I just haven't shaved today.
I'll support. This is Frost Buddy. If they want to sponsor us, I'm totally down for that.
Frost buddy.
I love me some Frost Buddy. They are
Frost
awesome.
buddy.
I absolutely love it.
We'll come up with jingles for you.
Absolutely. We'll even steal them from anybody else.
Yep.
But up, but up, up.
Ah,
Frost Buddy.
Frost buddy.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's where I was
Frost Buddy.
going, but instead I went
you went down instead of up, then down.
but up, but up. Oh crap! Finish it. Bop.
Frost Buddy.
Frost buddy. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
We could harmonize it.
No,
But not on the channel because our what do you call it? There's too much space between what we hear and what we say.
that's a delay.
Thank you. That's the word. Delay. Guys, I'm
There's
tired. It's
you
been
get
a
to
week.
you have to write down that one as a note. Looking
Yeah,
for words.
looking for words, missed delay.
Oh, oh, I didn't talk about that.
Oh,
So while we were down in Florida, you guys saw the picture of us. So Brandy and I, for everyone tracking, Brandy and I did the viral TikTok photo of like you dig a hole in the sand in the shape of a heart and you stick your phone
Right,
down in it. Yes.
right.
Yeah.
sure.
So naturally, Brandy's like, I want it.
Because
Please
we're at
do
the
it.
beach.
I
Of
want
course.
you to do it. We're at the beach. You have to do it. So I did. I started digging the hole with my bare hands.
Uh oh. Did you
And
dig up
then,
poop?
no,
Oh,
no, but I got a shovel halfway through, thank goodness, because um, these are my knuckles, and
Okay.
it's kind of hard to see in the photos. You can see the red a little bit,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and the scabs as they're healing over.
Yep.
Um, I removed a layer of skin from my knuckles trying to dig
Ugh.
this hole, and the one knuckle actually got infected. So
Daggum, G.
I've been watching it. It's better today than it was yesterday. But holy cow. Lesson learned. Use a shovel. Use a shovel. There's my advice for the day. Use
Shovel,
a
shovel,
shovel.
shovel. Yikes.
Cuz like I completely trashed specifically my middle finger knuckles. Like they're both like I wish the light would work so you could see this better, but they're just
They look
trashed.
swollen.
Mm-hmm.
So good
You know
times,
how
it's
to
fun.
you know how to treat that, right, Greg?
What's that?
Drink
Drink
water.
water.
Drink
Take
water. Yep.
motion.
And don't forget to change your
Change
socks.
socks.
Change your socks.
Good word, gentlemen. You got me. I have been taking my Motrin. That stuff's a godsend.
That's how you treat it.
Yes.
Yep. Ugh.
Doc will tell you to come back in if your finger falls off.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Mm.
Doc.
They can put that thing back on.
They'll put it back on.
Duct tape
uh, or super glue.
or super glue. That's
Super
it.
glue.
Super glue.
They'll super
Yep.
glue it on.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're good. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Or just don't think about it.
That piece you're missing. You're fine. It's fine.
It's all fine.
Put it in a bag. Keep it around your neck as a necklace.
Ooh,
Aw.
fancy.
Wards off evil.
Aw.
That it does.
Knuckle bones, man.
Knuckle bones. Sorry, Grandma.
Sorry, Grandma.
Alex, what about you, buddy?
It's been a terrible week, guys.
Aw.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? You know, so I left you guys on Sunday, and Monday morning I went and moved onto the boat.
Right, for the fast cruise. That went
Yeah,
nowhere.
that went nowhere. And got to watch everybody else, show up, go to work, go home for the day. We're all just kind of standing around like, bye. Yeah,
Makes no sense.
it was great. They
Most-
they served mid rats, so midnight rations or fourth meal, whatever you want to call it. And got
11
yeah, they basically they made enough food for us, for the department that was stuck there, and got to watch all of the other guys that were on duty try and push my guys out of line and be like, "Oh, we've got watch." Bro, you realize that you wouldn't have mid rats if we weren't all stuck here for the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or get to watch certain people from a department that I'm not going to throw on blast just make their own line and go through and take all the food and make the rest of our guys that are only up because they have watch in the middle of the night wait for them to make more food because they didn't plan on everyone else that was on duty eating, but
Right.
obviously they're not going to stop those guys. So yeah, it was fun, but no joke. I've told you guys this before. There's a theory that when the boat doesn't want to do something, the boat fights back. So it's a general rule of thumb for a sailor, right? If we have a port call coming up, or we have something going on, or the brass is just throwing curveball after curveball at us, the boat gets a vote. And what ends up happening is, you push the boat too hard, and lo and behold, the boat breaks.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
Dum, dum, dum.
all of us have been looking at this like it's the stupidest thing in the world, and why are we doing this? We literally, instead of doing an underway to support pilots, because everything we do is for the pilots. But it, long story.
Because you're an aircraft carrier?
We are an aircraft carrier, yes,
Got it.
and they took away Fourth of July from us twice, for the pilots, for the same kind of scenario. But anyway, quite literally, day one, we start to bring the plant up. The plant fights back. The plant says, "Nope, I'm done. Shut me down. Give me another year. Start me back up. We're going to continue on at that point."
Wow.
So, what do you think we did?
You fought back?
We fought back,
Yeah.
and we brought the plant up. And then we went to go and start the other plant up. And what do you think happened?
It fought
said
back.
no.
It fought back. And that that was
awful.
it was the name of the game for quite literally the entire week, to the point where by Wednesday, the boat was fighting back so hard we're literally calling everybody. We're calling Naval Reactors, which, by the way, just celebrated its 75th birthday yesterday.
Hey. Happy
Sev-
birthday, nukes.
yeah, 75 years of being underway on nuclear power. It's kind of cool. But we called Naval Reactors. We called, the higher ups that we have for, the guys who own the aircraft carrier. We called Airlant. Called everybody. And they're like, "We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you. Our guys are looking at it. We'll get back to you."
Yeah.
Well, it turns out on Wednesday night they got back to us and they said, "Yeah, you guys should just shut down."
No kidding.
If we would have pushed it anymore, that probably would not have ended well.
Wow.
Just leave it at that.
Okay.
So,
But you got higher up brass to say shut it down.
oh, we got the higher up brass that were higher than our brass. That's the problem.
Let's go.
So it's like, you're at home with a babysitter, right? And
Yep.
the babysitter is making up all these arbitrary rules. Well, we called mom and dad, and mom and dad said, "No, we're doing it this way," and that's what happened. So we shut everything down. We finally shut everything down around like 4 or 5 in the morning on Thursday, and then we stuck around for a great, glorious, wonderful work day. And then we were fully expecting for us to have the day off on Friday because, hey, we just got stuck there all week.
Right.
And it'd been great. Had an opportunity to relax over the weekend for a little bit, have an extra day to kind of recoup and recuperate. No, I was at work yesterday too.
Ew.
Yep. So my days have pretty much just been work this entire week, which I mean I could complain about, but what's the point? I'm not gonna bore you guys and anyone who listens to this and grandma with how terrible working on this carrier is. I'm okay, but there were highlights.
All right. Hit them.
So I played some Magic this week.
There it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. And you guys have heard about this new thing that I've been trying that no one wants to play with.
Nobody wants to play with you, Alex.
No,
Nobody.
no. Which, by the way, Patrick, I got 2 new ones. You, maybe.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a
Well,
glutton for punishment.
Have you played Commander PT?
No, sir.
Oh, you got to. It's fun. It's a
It's
fun
fun.
for. I like Commander more than I like Modern or
Wow.
Standard.
Okay.
I prefer. It's just it's
It's
a lot
easier.
more fun. Yeah, it's easier to play. It's you build a deck around a single card. The synergy part. It's a blast. Yeah,
It's fun.
hands down.
Okay.
But continue, boyo.
Well, two other guys also decided that they were going to use that same commander and build decks for it.
Well,
You started a trend.
Oh yeah.
competition.
No.
No competition.
No.
Kind of a joke.
Kind of a joke.
Got it.
So I got the opportunity. We sat down, and there were four of us at the table, and three of us all had the same commander. And the fourth guy just kind of looked around, and it's like Ralph Wiggum looks up in The Simpsons. He just goes, "I am in danger."
That's right.
So,
Oh
uh,
man.
but between the three of us, we all kind of looked and like, all right, how many games you guys want to run? We have an hour. Oh, we could probably get 7 or 8 done.
Wow.
All right, sure, let's do it. There are some Commander games, Patrick, that can go for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Oh, I imagine.
So
Yeah.
just all depends. Um, yeah, more often than not, I'm like 5 to 10 minutes per game, and it was no different. I let them go first. I sat at the end of the rounds of three of them, and uh, it was not even competition.
Alex, you're not nice
I know
when it comes to magic.
that is true.
I feel like what were their decks just built different? I mean, they built it around the same commander.
They did.
Were they missing cards that you have? Are they not thinking the same strategies? Like, what was going on?
So with this, right? So with Kinnan, so first and foremost, right? So for anybody that listening, Magic the Gathering, you have a resource pool, right? You have something like any trading card game. You have to have some form of energy to play whatever you're gonna play, right? Like with the old school Pokemon stuff, you actually attached your energy to the Pokemon, and then you
Right.
use that to use their attacks.
Right.
With Magic, you have a mana pool, so you lay down your lands, which are your energy sources, and you can tap those to play your cards. And then every turn they untap, and then you can use them again. You can only use them once per turn, unless for some reason there's another card that says you can do that. You can also put down what they call mana rocks. So you have artifacts that, if you play them, they tap for mana. And then you have mana dorks, which are creatures you can play that also tap for mana. So you have all these different ways to add to your resources in order to play more cards.
Rocks and dorks.
Yeah. So the commander that I use, if I tap anything that is not a land for a mana source, I get to add one more for every single one. That's why this commander, everyone's like, oh yeah, you have to use it, because then you can basically get as much mana as possible, and then pay that mana, and you can use his second ability, which allows you to search your deck in a very short way. You can look at the top 5 cards, you can put any non-human down straight onto the battlefield. So you're basically able to cheat out really, really big stuff. Stuff that you wouldn't be able to play until like turn 5 or 6, I can play on turn 2. And if I can get it so that I can basically make as much mana as I want to at any point, I can play every creature card in my deck on turn 2. Yeah,
That's disgusting.
it is in fact. So these guys, when they built their Kinnan decks, they looked at it and they said, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. This will work, here, this will give me more mana. But they didn't look at all the different possibilities. So they have some of the same stuff that I have in there, like, oh, I can make as much mana as I want to if I equip this to this guy. But they don't have a way to find that. They don't have what we call a tutor. Something to go through and search for and be like, oh, hey, yeah, I can find this out of my deck real quick. I just got to play this guy, and then this allows me to search through. Or I can discard this for this value and go look for it. They didn't have a lot of that stuff, because they're not thinking about it. They're just thinking, oh, I gotta see how much mana I can get, how quickly, and then play big creatures.
Right.
So it's not so much that I have cards that they don't. It's I have cards to get cards that they need. You just have to think it through.
Right. Which you do extremely well,
It's
Yeah,
the
you
way
do.
my
I
mind
might
works.
add. Uh-huh.
So, also for anybody who is, a fan, or they're interested in certain pop culture things. The last set that came out was the Lord of the Rings set,
Oh,
and
sweet.
they had one card that was a one of one.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that.
So my friend and I, we each bought like a couple of the collector boosters to see. He actually bought an entire box of the
Oh,
collector
wow.
boosters. Brother, this guy probably dropped like $1,000 on Magic.
Yeesh.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the Lord of the Rings set. He, like me, is a very big Lord of the Rings fan. He
I
really
got you.
he wants to get one of every card that's in that set. So that's the best way to do it. You buy a set box and a collector booster. So the added to it is if you found that one of one, um, there are bounties out on the internet for it. People willing to pay, $100,000, $200,000.
What?
Oh no, it gets
No,
higher.
it gets higher. The final bounty for it, for the person who bought it, paid $2.6 million for
For a card.
a singular card. But here's the thing: there's only one of them. It's like the golden ticket. Everyone's buying Wonka bars trying to get that golden ticket. There are 5 of those. There's just one.
Wow.
And it went to probably the best ambassador, the best brand ambassador that Magic the Gathering has ever gotten. A young gentleman by the name of Post
Post
Malone.
Malone.
Yeah.
So,
$2.5 million. I didn't
Is
realize
that
he
how much?
spent that much
Is that
on
how
it.
much he paid for it?
Yep.
Did they actually disclose how much he paid
Oh
for it?
my
yeah, that dude's
goodness.
on TikTok talking all about it.
I didn't know that that was
I didn't
a
realize he
magic
was.
card
Mm-hmm.
because I saw that same video through a short
Yep.
on YouTube. My word.
2 points.
$2.5 million.
2.6.
Oh, yeesh.
Yep. So, and it's actually kind of a funnier story, because Post Malone didn't want to buy it from somebody that just like, went out looking for it and really wasn't
Sure.
yeah, he wanted to actually buy it if the dude was one of those guys that actually played Magic,
Oh, wow.
that he bought it just to buy it. And then it just so happened that that card was in there. But he got the opportunity. He went and saw Post Malone when he was performing in Toronto,
Wow.
and got a chance to go and show him the card. Like, it never even they never even talked about this guy buying it from him. Never. And then Post Malone shows up. Gets to see the card. They get a couple pictures and everything. And the only question that he asked the dude, he goes, "Who's your commander?" The dude's a Krenko player like I am.
No way.
Yep. So he shows him his Krenko deck, and he looks through it, and he goes, "All right, yeah, that's it. Okay, let's do it." Bought it from him right then and there.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
I didn't hear all of that part.
yep. So
I knew he bought the card. I didn't realize how much he paid for it. But I'm
it's
not surprised that he paid that much for it.
it's ridiculous. But my buddy and I, when we were buying the new set, I had the same thing. I said, "Look, dude, I'll go and get this stuff for you," because he was on duty on release day. I said, "I'll go get yours. Just give me your card. I'll go pay for it. I'll get mine. And then if either one of us pulls the one ring, I have one stipulation." And he goes, "What's that?" I said, "If one of us gets it, we sell it to Post Malone. If I get it, that's fine. If you get it, I don't want any of the profits. All I want is I want to go with you when we go and sell this thing." And he goes,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Yeah.
'Cause I want to play Magic with Post Malone.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Because it would be a rite of passage for
Yeah.
anybody
Huge.
to stomp the floor with Post Malone.
That's hilarious.
That man just throws money at this game. Like he literally spent $2.6 million to buy one card. I
You
want to
know
play
what?
him,
Wow.
but that and then Friday, no joke, Friday was the release day for what we call Commander Masters, which is the new set that's not anywhere in the storyline. It's just reprints and stuff. And I I picked up the two decks that everybody wants.
Mm.
So there's an Eldrazi deck, and there's a Slivers deck. They're both pre-constructs, and I'm excited. I have duty tomorrow, and I'm gonna take them out, see what happens.
Yeah. Uh huh.
But we I did all that on Friday, and then Saturday, today we went up to Richmond, and I actually found the park that we went to, and no joke, this place is huge. It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's like 3 football fields that are there. There's a couple of different pavilions. There's a splash pad. There's two
It
different
was
playgrounds.
it was
Nice.
really nice.
Really nice pond with like a fishing gazebo in the middle, and then there's a walking path that goes all the way around it, so you can literally walk right up to the shoreline. And they have signs all over the place for catfish. There's 4 per angler per day, because they stock them because it's done or taken care of by the Department of Wildlife and Rec.
Wildlife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So you have to abide by that. You can only use one pole at a time for catfish. Like it's no joke. But we stopped on the way there, and I got a little thing of redworms, and we went out, and Greg and I are bass fishing, trying everything we can. I'm throwing Texas rigs, wacky rigs, chatterbaits, everything I can think of,
Same. Same.
and
I literally
nothing,
I was throwing everything at it, just trying to get something to bite.
nothing.
Wouldn't touch.
But the girls were over there, next to the shoreline, and they're using bobbers and hooks and just slaying the panfish, man. Absolutely slaying. It was glorious.
I love that.
It was great. It was great.
Next generation out fishing us.
Well, the great part was is at the beginning, we were helping Caroline, throwing her pole out, getting her out there, letting her sit, having her wait. She was getting frustrated in the beginning because the hook was too big.
Oh.
So literally all the smaller fish would come by and just eat the worm off the hook and then scatter.
Right.
So we shifted it up to a smaller hook, got a little bit more weight on there, and got her back out. She caught her first fish. She was excited. Like she literally, you've seen the soccer players whenever they score a goal.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
go running away from everybody else, arms out, just
Yeah.
yeah. She did that. I was
Nice.
literally like maybe 20 yards down from where they were at, and she drops her pole and just starts running, coming straight towards me. She goes, yeah. So,
Gotta share.
oh, it was glorious.
Gotta share.
But
That's awesome.
at the end, like she literally was taking the pole by herself and slinging it out there, and waiting, and then she'd reel in her fish, and then she'd tell us all that she got a fish, and somebody would come down and pull it off for her, make sure she had a worm. Back up, she'd just throw it back out and keep going.
That's awesome.
Gentlemen, she's 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. That's real.
it was great.
It's cool. Oh,
What about you, man?
well, I have both of my children here under the same roof, and it has been a great week. Julia got in on Tuesday. She got in about midday on Tuesday, and had dinner in the dining room, and then we all kind of chilled that evening. And then Wednesday was her first day back to school, and we have a senior in the house. She loving it. She's doing very, very well. Very proud of her. She is making some great choices. Guys, she applied to her first university
Oh,
the other day.
she
Right on.
willing to share, or is she allowed to share what she chose?
Well, it's just one, and so she'll have a few more before she finally makes it. But the fact that she filled out an application, did everything necessary for it, and Now we're just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let her make that announcement or when she finally see if she wants to make that uh, announcement on here. But the fact that she's putting in applications got kind of scary.
Yep.
Um, but we so she'll go to school in the morning, come back in the afternoon. Philip gets up for lunch. We eat lunch with him in the dining room. Carrie and I are working throughout the week. I taught 2 classes of homiletics this week. That was
Ooh.
interesting. Things are it's a different it's a whole different attitude, whole different feel. So I'm learning and getting there. It's all right. But we had the awesome opportunity to go to Top Golf on Friday evening. And I don't know if you guys have done Top Golf, but
Many times.
Want to.
it's a blast. Go on Tuesdays, it's a whole lot cheaper. But we got to go to Top Golf and doesn't matter your skill level. If you make any contact with the ball, the computer is going to track where your ball goes. And the first round we played, just hit the ball and see how many points you can. The second round we played Angry Birds. And as long as you hit the ball in the direction that you are aiming for,
Right.
you can knock out the little piggies and blow up TNT and things break. And it's really, really awesome.
That sounds like
So
fun.
it's a blast. Like Philip was like, Dad, we got to come back and because there we were only able to finish 2 rounds. No, three. We did 3 rounds of that. But yeah, it really was a blast. The food was pretty good. Um, I tried to go without carbs the first part of the week
Mm.
and got stupid sick on Thursday, and so that's not happening. But the plan is to cut out gluten, and it's good, man. Like my body feels better throughout the day, which is the main reason I did it. Started weightlifting again, and that's been helpful. And today we got to go to Stone Mountain and
Oh.
see that big giant rock in the middle of what county is that? It's not Gwinnett. It is Gwinnett.
It is
Gwinnett
Gwinnett.
County.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in Gwinnett.
So saw that big giant rock and got to go out with all the cadets and staff. So that was a blessing. But tomorrow we get to go to Temple, Atlanta Temple, and play in the band and experience all of that. And later this week, we will be on the road to Lake Junaluska for Bible conference.
All right on.
Mm.
So yeah, I will be back in time for next week though. So we'll hit that as it comes. Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good.
Sweet. Well, it looks like we're rolling up on our time, so I have the question for this week,
Yes.
Ooh.
and I have a choice of 2 questions. So, do you want to talk about lies or do you want to talk about favorite things?
Is
Lies.
this the question?
Nope. This is the prequel to the question.
The per question?
Per question. I like it. The per question.
The per question.
Do you want to talk about lies or do you want to talk about favorite things?
What? This is deep. Which one's deeper? Favorite thing sounds.
They're both pretty good.
Okay. Heck, let's talk about lies. I vote lies.
Alex?
I'm probably going to lie, so let's talk about lies.
Lies for the win.
All right, gentlemen, our question for this week is what is the lie you tell yourself most often?
Oh.
What is the lie you tell yourself most often?
Oh. got me thinking.
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
know what mine is.
Uh, okay. Well, we can go in reverse order. Alex, if
Sure.
you'd like to go first, go ahead, buddy.
Certainly. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, come on, bud. Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That. So one of the things that has gotten me through 15 years in the military so far is fake it until you make it.
mm,
And as long as I just keep going, keep doing what I got to do, and keep pushing through, no matter how bad or stupid it gets, um, it's gonna go. It's gonna work. It's gonna allow me to do what I have to do when I have to do it. So
Because motivation is still motivation.
it is in fact still motivation.
mm.
So at the end of the day, if it just keeps getting worse, well, I mean, it's gonna be okay, and eventually my mind is either gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be okay, or, well, I mean, yeah, okay, you keep lying to me, that's fine, but yeah, there's just over 1,850 days left, so yeah.
Alex, you too, Greg. You both have the amazing ability to compartmentalize. Like, when you go into mode, whatever that mode is, you're able to almost shut off the other parts
Absolutely.
in order to get it done.
Yep.
Yeah.
And number one, I'm impressed by that. I'm blessed by that for you two, but it also concerns me because and this is legit. It concerns me because you are able to turn off your emotions. You are able to turn off the the flight part of fight or flight. You are able to shut it down, and but that stuff still goes somewhere. It still hangs out in your head, it still hangs out
Yeah.
in your heart, it still hangs out in your body as stress.
Yep.
So this question is going to have a follow up next time mine comes around. So heads up. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you. Greg?
Uh, I was trying to think of something deep. Uh, and the one that just keeps coming back to me is I'll just get up and shut off my alarm one more time. All the time.
I'll just get up or shut
So
off my alarm.
I'll get up and I'll shut off my it's just 5 more minutes. I'm just gonna hit it one more time. That's every day.
Yeah.
I Some days are worse than others. Um, but I can never. Once in a blue moon, I will get up and shut off my alarm one time, and I'm up
Mm,
every day.
mm,
It's at least two. I set my alarm early, knowing that I'm going to hit snooze at least 2 or 3 times before I get up.
yeah.
And my alarm, eh, I have my alarm on the other side of the room.
Wow. So
So
that you
so
are up in order to turn it off.
so I have to get
Bless
out of
you.
bed. I have to get out of bed. I have to walk across the room to turn off my alarm. And I will still turn off my alarm and go back and lay down in bed and cuddle up next to Brandy for another 5 minutes before I have to get out of bed.
That would take the whole 5 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
No, I get up pretty fast. My alarm goes off, I get up pretty quickly, but I struggle and I tell myself it's the same lie over and over again.
Mm,
I'm just gonna hit it one more time, and then it goes off, and I'll hit it one more time, and I always end up doing it a few times before I actually get out of bed.
got it. Got it.
One more time.
One more time. Gosh, I hate both of you. I love you, but man, that drives me bonkers.
You're welcome.
Patrick?
Mine is similar to Greg's, but not. Mine is this. I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, that's a
I'll
hard
do it.
one.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yep.
And tomorrow comes, and what do?
I'll
I'll
put
do it
it off
tomorrow.
till the next day.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I have my one of my largest weaknesses is distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be in a room that is full of people that uh all eyes are on me. I'm teaching something or I'm preaching something or whatnot. And I have a squirrel moment or something pops. Yeah, exactly. Something pops in and I just, my train goes that way. And it happens at my desk more than it should.
Yeah.
I will sit there and all right, I'm going to write this email and everything's going to be great and I'll get it done. I can check that off my list. And I sit down and my brain says, "Hey, did you check this out?" And 45 to an hour later, I realize, "Oh crap. I haven't even started that email yet
Mm-hmm.
because I've run off and started something else." And then I find myself saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Scripture tells us that we're not promised tomorrow. So, yeah. Also tells us why worry about tomorrow when tomorrow has enough worries of its own. But, yeah,
You know, add to it.
distraction. Distraction. And putting it off to tomorrow. That's the biggest lie I tell myself. So, let's do our best. Let's do our best not to lie to ourselves anymore.
It's a good one. I like
So,
it.
thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Appreciate your openness and honesty with that. I'll hold on to the other one for next time.
All right.
All right.
I love it.
So, a caveman and a bear, walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Okay, what's your story?" Caveman replies, "Bear with me."
Yeah.
But soup
Uh,
strikes, Liz. That is so right.
at a diner, waitress, "Cops and kids under 5 eat for free." Me discreetly nudging my 6-year-old. My 6-year-old. "I'm a police."
There are three types of people: those who can count and those who can't.
Right.
That was only two.
Oh, well done.
There's one. I think I remember I read this one. I had this one before. The problem isn't that obesity runs in your family. The actual problem is that no one runs in your
No
family.
one runs in your family. Yeah. I said
That
this one
one's
before
good.
the show, folks, but I asked my German friend if he knew the square root of 81. He said no.
Oh, how do you enter the gym at Hogwarts?
That's a good question.
Through the
How?
dumbbell door.
For the um
What's Iron Man without a suit?
man.
Naked.
Stark naked.
Stark naked.
I
Oh,
was gonna say billionaire playboy philanthropist, but you
I
know,
no, hey.
Basically Batman.
take off the suit.
Mistaken.
What are you?
Naked.
What do you call paying $1,000 to rent a limo with no driver?
Stupid.
Yeah, right? Spending a lot of money and nothing to show for it.
Chauffeur.
Yeah.
What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
Huh.
Live stream TV.
Uh, what do you call birds that stick together?
No idea.
Of a feather.
Velcros.
Yeah.
Velcros. I got one. Alex, you got one?
I'm researching.
All right. Patrick, what do you call it when four bullfighters fall into quicksand?
I don't know.
Quattro cinco. I don't know why that's so funny.
What does a didgeridoo?
Whatever it wants.
It
Whatever
does.
it didgeridoo wants.
What do you
uh,
call? Go ahead.
what do you call someone who points out the obvious?
Captain Obvious.
Me?
Someone who points out the obvious.
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't work?
A stick.
A stick.
Yeah. Uh, and why did the student get upset when their teacher called them average?
No idea.
It was a mean thing to say. Sorry.
And what's the difference between a Yankees fan and a dentist?
$5 in the bill?
$5. No, no. One roots for the Yanks, and one Yanks for the roots.
Oh,
Wah wah.
wah wah. Send it, Alex.
If I buy a balloon for 99 cents, how much should I sell it for to account for inflation?
That's really
good. Good
That
question.
is good. I like that.
Good stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up our episode 123 of Brothers in Arms podcast. We haven't been able to say it before, and now we have, and here we are.
One,
So,
two,
two. A one,
three,
two, three. Oh,
three
I'm sorry.
into the four.
Oh.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Oh, come on. Really?
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You got a yep. You're good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Well, this episode's done. And we appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you so much. For those on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You can check out this episode on our YouTube channel at Brothers in Arms podcast. That's all one word. You can also find us on the Instagram at Your Brothers in Arms podcast. And you can also find us on Twitter at Your BIA podcast. Thank you, Greg, for throwing that huge throwback of Dr. Dre, nothing but a G thang, in our Discord channel. Appreciate that. That is a very young Snoop Dogg standing
Yes, he
next
is.
to him. Oh
Now,
my
now,
goodness.
now Snoop. He's the if he was a main character. Who told me that? Who said that one? If Snoop Dogg was a character, like a character in a video game,
Uh-huh.
he's completed all of the main quests. Now he's just doing side quest.
Just doing side quests. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Speaking of which, I'm still loving Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh my gosh. It's so
Loving
good.
that game.
I've put a lot of hours.
Yeah, I'm 40 plus now.
Yes.
So,
Same.
anyways, folks, thanks so much. Love you. Thank you. Hang out. Great. Party remarks.
As always, drink
Yeah.
water.
Mhm.
Change socks. Take
Mhm.
Motrin.
Bingo.
Side note,
And,
you should definitely get that
use a
finger
shovel.
checked out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. If it's still acting up, then
Go see the doc.
we'll go see Doc.
Go see doc. Alex,
Go see Doc.
go see doc. That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And stop lying to yourself.
Mm.
It works now. It's good for a band-aid. Yeah.
Amen.
All right. Y'all the best. Guys, I love you.
Oh,
Love
you
to,
too,
brother.
brother.
Very much. Hey, we are working on some merch. Not necessarily these shirts, but something very, very similar. I'm also working hand in hand with my daughter on a sticker pack.
Oh,
I hope
I love me
I
some stickers. I want that.
Alex, you've inspired me with your stuff back there, and yeah, I got some ideas that I hope you guys are so, and those out there listening, that you would dig it too, that you would deem us worthy to stick us on a cup or a car, things, yeah, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out. And then I've got a project behind me over here that I haven't had time to work on, but I should bring it together to you here soon. All right, that's it.
Okay.
Good,
I love it.
sweet.
Yep.
All right, love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you.
Bye.
But, but.
We got pliers.
Oh, those are fancy.
Yeah,
They're the
they
little.
they're
Do
made
they
of.
stick to your magnetic bowl?
Yes, they do.
What about on the inside?
Magic trick.
It's fancy.
It's alright. I couldn't find my pencil earlier.
It's fancy.
Oh.
Fancy.
This thing is awesome.
Those things are brilliant. They are
I
so
love it.
useful. I don't have anything cool on my desk. I have an iPod,
What a throwback.
like pod.
Wow.
Yeah,
You may even drop my eye.
like iPod.
I
Like
see that. Yeah,
wow,
you
iPod.
got the gumstick iPod.
It was eye raising.
No,
I
this is the cut you iPod.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, like it
Got
has
it.
the little corners that you could actually like slash someone with.
I cut you, bro.
Alright. Well, bye now.
Oh,
Bye.
bye. Bye.